Who do you think you are, huh? Who do you think you are? Oh shoot. Oh shoot, MetaTrader. I'm about to short United States. The entirety of the United States. I'm about to short it. Okay. I want to know, before I short it, I want to know, I want to know, I want to know, I want to Wrong thumbnail! Not that! Not the, not the black man soap one. Ah man. Ah man. Wrong thumbnail. How do I edit this? Damn you, damn you. Damn you, damn you. Open it. Oh, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna short United States right now. 60 lots. Perfect. No problem. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi guys. Oh, I'm beating my meat. Oh shoot. Something Bitcoin. Well, wait, actually, maybe I can long Bitcoin. Hold up, bunk. Cause I knew I wanted to long Bitcoin. Okay. 41,303.81. No problem. Okay, maybe let's add 2 points for slippage. Take profit is full. What the hell? Take profit is full retracement, gaze. Alright, so what I was looking at, what I was thinking about is, what the hell? What the hell? No, hold on. Let me lock in. Oh shoot, but Bitcoin, wait. I gotta lock into Bitcoin first before I can lock into anything else. So, first of all, what do I gotta think? What am I thinking about? I'm thinking about the fact that I have a 60 lot sell on US30. And what does that mean? That means it is a $2.4 million position. Oh my! Wait, oh, no problem. Perfect, no problem. Now, what I can do is, you see, what's great is I could enter a position on BitConnect. No problem. One lot? No, probably not. Now you see, I actually want a long. I want a long BitConnect. Oh, I want to long BitConnect. Alright, that's what I'm thinking about right now. That is what I'm thinking about right now. Longing BitConnect. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a stop order for BitConnect based on, I guess, this high right here. And so the goal is to lose $4,000 if it hits stop loss. And that's a pipe dream. Well, not really. I mean, how much could I really go? I mean, it's not. I could risk 1%? 1%? That's like 1x leverage. What the freak? Oh, why am I crashing out? What the hell? I'm gonna have a 1% stop loss. That's like no problem. That's like literally 1x leverage. What the hell? Why am I crashing out? That's like 4 BitConnects. That's like 4 BitConnects. No problem. Alright! 4 BitConnects. Let's go! 4 BitConnects. See, I'm liking, see what I'm liking is BitConnect breakouts. BitConnect breakouts 97239. Let's go with $30 above that. So that's 70. No problem. And then the stop loss. That. Boom! Get nutted on! What the? What the? Get nutted on! 4 BitConnects is good enough for me. Alright. Alright, I have my stop order ready on BitConnect. I have my US 30 shorts on with my stop loss and take profit. Now I don't need to think anymore, right? Because the only thing I need to think about is 25 minutes later, potentially moving stop loss to entry on US 30. Alright. So maybe, oh right, I was gonna edit the thumbnail because it's not Soap Man, it's not Black Man Soap. That's not the one I want. The one I want, let's go with what is this? Change. Okay, wait, hold up, bug. I gotta get a new. I need a new goofy eye picture. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'll just no, get the hell out of here. From Alden Speed. Image. The math is the math. The math is the Okay. Okay. New thumbnail just dropped. New thumbnail just dropped. New thumbnail just dropped. Good. What the? I don't care about no freaking two-step verification. How about you? How about okay, good. Alright. What the hell's what the hell has been going on? Message retracted. Let's go. Alright, now I'm looking at chat. I'm locking in, guys. I'm locking in, guys. I'm locking in. So, I guess what we can see going on here is short US 30, ready to long BitConnect. Shoot. Oh yeah. Okay, wait. First thing, see, if I had notes, that would be nice. Because I don't know what the freak I was trying to talk about. Gaze, I got this. Gaze. So, let's see. Last time I streamed, 10 days ago. Why is that crazy? Because I said, yeah, minus 18 gay, and it's like I ran away. So, I ended that stream with 379 gay in the account. And in the last 10 days, a lot has happened. First, this was my account. So let's see. I ended this stream like right here. You guys saw up to here, okay? You know, I was spamming 200 lots on US 30. I was like, okay, no problem. And then I was just losing fat. And then I was like, okay, gold looks gathered up. So I was trying to long, and then, you know, I caught that gathered up move at the end of the freaking gold move. The gold crash out, made big, fat, and obese. And then I was like, alright, well, I'm up fat. I'm up 4%. I'm just gonna wait until payout, because, You know, gotta secure that. Okay, it's like that's like 3 times my net worth. So I'm up 4%. But you see, I'm actually a sinner. You know why? You know why I'm a sinner? The thing is, I traded United States, and I crashed out a year and a half ago. I crashed out on US 30 and was taking these exact same sizes. And ftmo, you know what they said? They said, we don't appreciate you crashing out. We don't appreciate you crashing out. So, you can only do 80 lots, okay? And I was like, okay, my bad. And, well, here I am, slapping 130 lots, 130, 130, 130, 130, 150, 150, 150, 130, 200, 200, 200, 200. What happens when it's payout day? What happens when it's payout day? Well, they were like, bro, you crashed out again. You crashed out again. We're gonna give you one last freaking chance on a new account. I was like, okay. So, well, I didn't get that, but I mean, well, at least I got this. Okay, it's not Jover. It's not Jover. So that's what happened. That's what happened. New account. Okay. What's my opinion on the gay people? I don't know. They're gay. Why is BitConnect going down? What if you break out at the same time you crash out? What the freak? That looks so goofy. You know, a valid question is, why the hell is you short United States? Valid question. Now, for all of you people who did not ask, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you why I'm short this. I'm gonna tell you right now. Because news went up a decent amount. Alright? And when it does that, I'm a short. Okay? That's it. I'm gonna trust in the strat more than the analysis. My technical analysis was like, well, there's a double top here, and daily looks really gathered up, and I don't know, it seems so bullish, and it's probably gonna go up, but nah, I'm short. Nah, I'm short. Oh yeah, and then I lost 3 gear. I just got this account like today, like hours before the news, which was really gathered up because I really want to be able to take the freaking news retracement strat trade because it's so good. What the hell? It's like I take a trade. It's like every trade I take is worth essentially the amount I risk. So I risk 6 gay. That's like I make 6 gay per trade. Per trade on average. That's how gathered up the strat is. It's that gathered up. Gung. So why did I drop 80, 60 loss? What if I drop another 20? I'm gonna drop 20 more lots if maybe if I move stop loss to entry, I might do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. M. No, you told me I had no limits. Oh well. Oh, what am I thinking? What am I thinking? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm short the thing. I'm gonna long the thing. The thing is gonna move, and we're all gonna dab on the haters. We're all gonna dab on the haters. We're all gonna dab cutely. We're gonna dab cutely on the haters. Dab cutely. Dab cutely on the haters. We're gonna dab cutely. Oh yeah, the strat where I was doing something, I don't know, man. It was being gay. The gay part is, I mean, just watch the stream and you'll know how gay it is. Okay, what is my analysis? Oh yeah, I was thinking, okay. I looked at United States. I kind of liked the short. Well, I was kind of 50-50 on the first short. And I was not supposed to get stopped out, but I did. Let's see. Wait, the trades I took before the stream. What the hell is this? Okay. I took this freaking short, which I kind of like. And then I would have actually really liked this long, because that's like continuation, and also, I mean, I could also just take none of these trades as well. Very reasonable to take 0 of these trades. This trade, reasonable short. I mean, I could also just not take it. This one is reasonable short. But honestly, this short should be like, it should be 1 break even, not 2 stop losses. Because this trade should not be stopped out. I just had a 20-point stop loss. And then I got 5 points of slippage or something. Oh, 3 points. No, 6 points. No, 8 points. Yeah, that's right, 8 points of slippage. Which is pretty gay. No problem. Hole up unk. Hole up unk. No. Am I really gonna... I mean, I have no problem with dropping 20 more lots. That's not a problem. But the problem is... You see, the problem is... I don't know what the problem is. I know what the problem is. The problem is... I need to do push-ups. No.
How the hell do you have top set with that line, you fish?
Hey, there's no need to swear at me.
You.
Alright, Gary, I think it's time, just like we practiced, okay?
You got it, boss.
You're such a donkey, Dallas, you can't help but be an ass, so it's PCP. For me, cap the glass, you're a fool. I take it back to your will, you got shit, really? And Nick Air on your rail. You think that he is a Pokemon, that product is a cooking show, that movies are the farms and GTFO, that is a competition. You're dumb, so loose and wide, I should call you your mom. You big fat stacks, you think you got it made? Hair and your mustache aren't even the same shade. I don't think you own a mirror, so I must ask, did you know
That's
you look
crazy.
like Ellen with a mustache? G money, I got cash and I want more. Send your bankroll free fall and you'll be begging for the floor. I'm a G. We both know what that means, but I'll play on ACR before I let you bust me.
Thumbs up emoji. Hi guys. Okay. Oh wait. I'm gonna drop 20 more lots. If I move stop loss to entry. I'm not gonna say when, I'm gonna say if. Because who knows? Maybe it'll stop loss. In the meantime, I'm gonna go watch Tic Tac with the chat up in case anyone shows up. Oh, what the freak! Oh, what the cock in Brian's mouth challenge. Huh? Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Huh? Okay. Tic Tac.
Fans to the channel, and because this covers kind of a popular streamer, kind of in the main gaming community, maybe we will have some new chess fans as well. Welcome, I'm Levy, Gotham Chess. This is the biggest chess channel on YouTube so far. Hopefully it stays that way. And I kind of have to make a video on the subject because it's a big deal. But I hope to give you a fair and honest assessment of the events that occurred, and we will have a pretty bright outlook into the future. Even though I'm the biggest chess channel, I don't like covering negative drama as much as people think. Like, I really couldn't care less about the viewership that, you know, ultimately comes in from this stuff. But I like to give an honest opinion of certain situations and my perspective, which is generally, you know, relatively normal. So, one sentence summary of this video. Dr. Lupo, very prominent streamer, content creator, gamer. I know him because he's been streaming for close to a decade. He's very famous also for raising money for St. Jude's. He's raised tons of money. He has very famous streams for that. He played in a chess tournament on chess.com called PogChamps, where streamers participate. He had a really monstrous performance against the top-seeded Wolfie, and ultimately his account was closed for fair play on chess.com, and he put out a social media post just before that explaining that he's actually withdrawing from the tournament because of something that he did, and he apologized for it. Also, as I'm recording this video, it's actually live streaming literally now. I popped in there for about an hour just to see what he's saying about the situation as well. And when this news first broke, I was like pretty shocked because I don't know much about the gaming community. I stick to chess, but I know that overall, my vague understanding is that Lupo's like a good dude. He's a husband, he's a father. He, like I said, raises money for charity, like big streams every year. So I was like, really? This happened? So I'm going to take you through the events, all right? Whether you're a new chess fan or an older chess fan, I'll tell you everything that led up to this. Then I will show you the games in question, the two major games that made it all over social media, and I'll give you my take on the situation, all right? Like I said, I hate making stuff like this because I've been involved in a drama way back in 2021. I was in the right, and, you know, it's the whole thing that happened with Indonesia and that whole thing, Dewa Kipas, and I just don't like when people dogpile, and I don't want to feel like I'm dogpiling, but I feel like as the biggest chess channel, I have to cover what happened, and I have to, you know, have some sort of outlook. So, the games were played, and then this came out. I was asleep. It was like 4 in the morning here in Spain, and Dr. Lupo posted, regarding the chess.com PogChamps tourney, I had a lot of fun playing, but decided to drop out of the event to help maintain competitive integrity for those involved. Having the main stream up on my left monitor over the course of the day today to watch other games being played led to me getting move information I shouldn't have had. That's on me and no one else. That's my, F up. I apologize. You'd think I know better, but here we are. And then, he was mildly provoked and antagonized by, the folks in the comments. Shout out Ludwig. And the streets that he is referring to are Reddit and social media. This post also got a lot of people writing things like accountability. Sorry to hear that. Good on you for doing the right thing. More on that later. That's, that's kind of a little, silly in my mind. But then chess.com posted, Dr. Lupo has been closed for a fair play violation that occurred during today's PogChamps event. They didn't elaborate. He will be replaced in the consolation bracket before the start. We wish everyone the best tomorrow and remind everyone that anybody receiving help during a match is a violation of our fair play policy. So basically, he said that he was playing while watching the live stream chat, getting moves, and then ultimately, making them. And yeah, by the way, the chess world not satisfied with this. One of many outspoken folks, Grandmaster Andrew Tang, who posts once a quarter on social media because he has a full-time job, I think. Really sad, how taking accountability seems to be difficult. Chess players know what you did. It's obvious you did the same thing in your other game against Wolfie. Have some respect and apologize properly. And, this is where we, currently stand. Then I will touch on quickly how this happened 4 years ago, actually, in a very, very high-profile incident when Vishwanathan Anand from India did a charity simul, and Nikhil Kamath, who is a businessman in India, also had his account, I believe, closed for fair play violations, and ended up making some sort of, post where he said that the game was played for educational purposes, and then Vishy responded, and yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. So here's what I'm gonna say. However people get assistance during a chess game, whether it's through an engine, which is just Stockfish telling you the best move, inputting the moves, toggling the moves, having a person play on their account, whatever, or reading chat. A lot of people are tempted to cheat in chess, especially beginners, and particularly in competitive settings, because it's a very difficult thing to get into, and it can be very, very, very frustrating to lose. Especially because it's a unique game, not like a first-person shooter, which makes you feel really, really dumb, makes you feel worthless if you lose. It's true. Many people just cheat and don't even realize how bad it is. There was a Reddit post 2 weeks ago in 2025 of a guy whose doctor told him he is a cheater on chess.com and was like, everybody cheats. What's the big deal? It's just chess. This guy's doctor. My first thought was can he cheat during surgery? Is he gonna take shortcuts? So I feel that's what happened here. And again, I don't know Lupo. Obviously pretty solid dude outside of this. I think he just did something kind of dumb. It's really unfortunate, and whatever that ends up amounting to, with the fan base and what they decide and take away from that, it's a mix. People are saying, glad you owned up to it, still respect everything you do. Other people are like, you didn't own up to it enough. That's not the real story, etc. That's where, that's where the fan base and audience is split. Now, I will show you the games. I will just very quickly, again, elaborate on this thing. This was 4 years ago. This was a charity simul. It wasn't a money tournament. So before people in the comments say, this was a charity thing, and that would, PogChamps does have prize money involved, although I think it might go to charity. Nikhil Kamath said, yesterday was one of those days I dreamt of when I was a kid learning chess. It's ridiculous. So many people are thinking that I really beat him in a chess game, almost like me waking up and winning a race against Usain Bolt. It's very normal in these high-profile cases of somebody winning against somebody else with a fair play violation that they sort of say well, I just did this. I didn't realize that's my bad. But the chess community takes it very personally because they're you don't realize how it looks. You can't just say, well, nobody thought I would win a race against Usain Bolt, right? And Vishy, to his credit, 4 years ago said, yesterday was a celebrity simul for people to raise money. It was a fun experience, upholding the ethics of the game. I just played the position on the board and expected the same from everyone. Kind of a non-statement, and then you sort of move on. Now, these are the games. This is the game that went viral, but the second game, yeah, the second game is what people are also talking about, and they're not happy about it. And they're not happy about these two games. And, you know, in cases like this, which I will show you and then I will talk about a little bit more after, I do wish, like, I can't defend this on a chess level.
Alright, I'm gonna move stop loss to entry now. And I'm gonna add 20 lots in 5 seconds. So 3, 2, 1, go. Jesus Christ. What the hell was that goofy eye explosion? I was in no rush to set the stop loss because, oh, wow, 30 points. Oogie. Ogays. Wow. Wow. What an explosion. That was very crazy. Very crazy. Okay. A nice innocent little break even. A nice innocent little break even today. And now, I guess Bitcoin long would be very nice. So short break even and the technical long breakout would be gathered up. This is left. I would very happily take a freaking breakout if that happens.
Level, on a professional level, I can only feel this sort of pain on a human level, which is what I'm saying. Like, beginners are very tempted to do stuff like this. Please don't. And the lesson here is, just don't do it. Don't do any form of this, because it's quite obvious, especially for beginners. And losing sucks in chess, but we're all kind of in this together, you know? Like, I've played live stream events in video games where I'm terrible and I lost, and it was a terrible feeling. I sat for 4 hours just like losing again and again and again, and yeah, you know, I don't play that game anymore, so I can understand. Now, on that note, Wolfie is like 1400 monster of an opponent, and again, final thoughts will come at the end. Let's focus on the chess right now. The game opens with a Ponziani. This is the Ponziani. Great opening. I have a video, by the way, if anybody's watching this from like the gaming community, not big into chess. I have a video called The Best Beginner Chess Opening. It's a pretty good opening. All right, so Lupo played c3. Black went here. Pawn to d4, which is all very reasonable. This is all the opening. Whether it's memorized or not, it is what it is. The bishop goes to d6. Not a great move. Not a terrible move, but it's, you know, it makes sense. Wolfie's never seen this before, and Wolfie doesn't want to surrender the center of the board. Now, where this game gets interesting is, you know, we have development here, pawn capturing in the center, bishop giving a check to avoid these two pawns pushing forward. In general, having two pawns in the center of the board against none is very good, so just keep that in mind. Here, and now is where something pretty wild happens. The knight goes to the d5 square, which is actually already, as you can see in the top above me, the best move in the position. You know, the knight goes forward. We have a trade. The knight takes in the middle of the board, which is actually very tricky. The point is that if you take the knight, then there is this, right? And then you lose your queen, but white here has a counter, and the mini lesson here is don't leave your king in the center of the board. This is more a lesson for Wolfie as a 1300. Don't leave your king in the center of the board and then open up the position, because after queen a4 check, black just loses, because black is either going to lose the bishop or the knight for free. Lupo doesn't play that. He takes the knight, which is a blunder, and now he loses this. And so from this point forward, by his own admission, he is playing while looking at the chat moves, right? That is the admission. He plays a check rather than taking back the bishop. Then he takes back the bishop, and Reddit was all over this particular move because it's, you know, it's ridiculous. Like, it's a really, 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 I mean, it's just a very, very, like, unnatural move. And again, I can sympathize on a human level. I cannot sympathize, or when you participate in these types of events, when you have crossover between a chess event and like a prize money event, even if it's for charity.
Yo, welcome, Andrea.
People get very, very, very upset, and I would argue justifiably so. There is a, you know, prize money involved.
Bitcoin long is the only thing I'm looking for. Maybe if it perhaps gets up there. I did also take the this thing. This is the OP trade, but that hit break even. That one is done. Now, Bitcoin would be really nice.
For charity, like the
Would be really nice.
thing. The move
If it
played
gets
here
there
is
eventually.
pawn to b4, which is a wild, wild move. This is a pawn sacrifice, but the computer here for white is sacrificing this pawn to open up diagonals, open up straight lines, you know, do stuff like this, and I guess deflect the bishop from hitting the knight. I mean, the computer is obviously very, very strong. So, takes. And to me, the most natural move here is bishop to b2, because that kind of makes sense, because you just opened up the diagonal, and maybe you want to then bring the knight. Like, there are moves that I can justify. Moving the rook here is... I don't get... I mean, again, when the move is ultimately played, I can, you know, can start to appreciate it. Like, the bishop gets out of danger. This is all self-explanatory. Rook blocking the background.
It would be
checkmate,
16 gay.
makes sense. Now we see that bishop move opening up, targeting the queen on the f6 square, which was attacking. If you're playing this position with black, what you want to do, the way you want to win when you have an extra queen, is you want to trade the rooks off the board. You want to get the rooks off. You want to trade the bishops. You want to trade the bishop for the knight. The less pieces white has, the less of a chance of counterplay they have. And as we see here, black is sort of getting swarmed by the bishop, the knight, the rook, right? All kind of pointing in that direction. But the knight comes back to the c2 square.
They told me.
Right, again, best move in the position, targeting the bishop, and this is an idea, and also this is an idea. Right, so there is a monster counter attack being launched at the black king here by the underdog. And at the time of this game, by the way, black blundering a bishop, right? The queen was attacked, the queen moved, and now suddenly white has 3 pieces for a queen. White has activated all of their pieces successfully. They control the position. The king can't even walk up, so black's other rook is not ever entering the game, and the computer already thinks white is almost better. So now white goes from being a queen down to almost better. Rook comes here. Bishop c3 is a crazy move, stopping checkmate. Wolfie saw a queen sacrifice checkmate possibility because he's really good.
1100, 1000 or so.
And this is perhaps the craziest moment of the game. So this is the moment that, you know, again, there were moments in this game, Reddit was all over. The knight is attacked here. The bishop is attacked. That's not even an attack on the bishop. The bishop is targeted. And, you know, white first plays bishop here. So the bishop gets out of danger, attacks the queen, which is defended by the knight. And then on this move, Wolfie just straight up hangs a queen. Now, if you ask me what to do here, I will take the queen in a second. I will not even for a second do anything else, because I realize that after that I can give a check and then take the pawn. We have check instead, And now the best move before you take the queen is to give this check. But you see that, right? It's better. And the reason for this is if you take this pawn, the king has to go to the back rank. Whereas if you take this,
Just
black
takes
will take
practice.
the pawn here. And what will happen then is
something.
the king will run forward.
Pattern
the king will be
recognition.
much more active and will not be squished on the back rank. That is the subtle difference between these moves. And we see, obviously, Lupo, by his own admission of reading chat moves, finds the better move. And again, not good. This was not good, because when you are a 600 rated, frankly, even when you're 1324, you don't realize how it looks. And even here, not taking the rook with the bit, you know, and ultimately taking the pawn and delivering a checkmate. And I gotta tell you, I'll be totally honest, when I saw this game, I did not have a good feeling in my stomach. I saw the news, I saw there was some, oh, there's a big upset. And there are upsets in a streamer tournament all the time, because not all streamers play the same amount of games. But when I saw this game, I was like, oh, yeah, this doesn't smell good. And there was another game, they played 2 games, you know, and this game, you know, from the opening, I think this is playing on your own, right? I kind of get it. It's it looks like a normal game that a regular 600 plays. A lot of people are 600 at chess. But from this game as well, it was I think even already here, castling, playing the move pawn to f5, you know, the knight is attacking both of these pieces, etc. And, you know, the most impressive sequence of this game comes somewhere here where, you know, we have a rook move to b4, we have a rook move to g4, and then an attack over here, and instead of that, black traps the knight first, and then does this, and wins a very...
Wow. This thing is so far away from entry. Maybe it'll never happen. Maybe it will never happen. Never happen. Never ever. Never ever in its life. United States Review. United States Review. Never ever. What the hell? What the hell? Okay. 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 What the? Why would you not break out? Why would you not? Please give honest review. Why would you not? What the hell? Okay, 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 okay. What the hell? What the hell? I'm gonna do nothing else. I'm gonna do nothing else. I'm gonna do nothing else. This is it. I guess minus 1% today. Okay, bye.